Hello, my amazing artist. Today is the day to start our large mandala designs. You completed your sloppy practice. Remember, these are ideas that we created quickly without spending a lot of time because we just wanted to get our different ideas on paper about lines, shapes, and patterns that we could use for mandalas. Today I'm going to show you how to take my ideas and make them into a large mandala. Let's get started. I'm looking at my ideas and I see some shapes that I really like and some others that I see are not my favorite idea. I see that I really like the circles here and the triangles over here with the squares that kind of look like buildings. And I really like the flower over here with the dots. So I could combine these ideas together to make my mandala. I'm going to start with a pencil and I'm going to keep these ideas nearby while I draw. They're right beside me. I see that I had those triangles, so I'm going to make, it was one triangle per section right here. So that means I've got to draw big. Take your time. One triangle per section. And then I think I'm going to alternate and use those circles that were in the other mandala design. I can combine. Okay, I've combined my triangle design and circle design that I got as ideas right here from my mandalas. Now I'm ready to continue. These squares I thought were very interesting with their triangle lines, so I'm going to include those in my next level. Remember to take your time. These squares also had triangles. Notice how large I'm drawing and how slowly I'm taking my time. I'm going to work my way around and complete this next level. I'll see you in a minute. All right, another level completed. I used the squares and the diagonal lines to create my next level of design in my mandala. Let's go back to our practice to look for inspiration. I see that I circled the flower design. That's one that I really enjoyed. I see that I put this one in the center section. So let's do that now. The center section is much larger than it was on the practice paper. So I'm going to make sure to draw these flower petals large. They're just like ovals. And turn your paper to help you. I found that if I don't turn my paper, I usually end up drawing things kind of crooked or leaning to the side. So this is a tip that really helps me. Now my flower design also had some dots, so I'm going to make these half circles. All right, I've got one more section and let's see what we're going to do. Refer back to your practice for inspiration. This is why we practiced. Because there are many different ideas that I want you to see that your brain came up with that you enjoyed, that you can put into one big design. This one has triangles already, so maybe we need to look for something different. Maybe something round, like these loops or bumps design that we can do. Let's do that. I see that I made the letter M really big. I'm going to add a third bump. Trying to go all the way to the top of your section with your pattern. It's not perfect, it's going to be all right. But really try to make that large size. I'm going to finish this up and then we can discuss how to add finishing touches. All right, so I have all four levels of my mandala completed with large designs that were inspired by designs I made from my practice. But let's talk about ways to add finishing touches. A mandala usually has many details. If I wanted to, I could go back in and look for an empty space. I noticed that the triangles have space that I can make additional triangles. I'm going to draw them slowly and work to make them about the same size. It's okay if it's not perfect, just do your best. As I go around the mandala, I'm also looking to see if there's anywhere else that I could add a line or a shape or a pattern to create variety. I noticed that there might be a line I can put here to make this even more curvy and to add more interest and fill the space. There are so many things that we can do. I could even go in and make more lines to connect the squares. I could add dots inside the flower petals. It's really up to you. When you're all done with your design, I want you to get a black marker and start slowly tracing. If you're using a permanent marker, be sure to include, oops, there goes my pencil. Include a paper underneath so it doesn't bleed through on your desk. When you trace, go slow. I can't wait to see what your mandala looks like when you're all done. Do your best and have fun. Happy making.